Hello. Hey, how you doing, virtual coaches? This is day 6 recap and takeaways. I'm Ryan J, and here's what I got out of it today. And it was a whole bunch of fire. Wowzers. Was that great? All right, let's get into it. Callan, Miss Rush, she brought it. She really brought it with 3 strategies for client acquisition. Okay, acquisition. All right. Number 1, linked client enroll. 2, lagging client enroll. And 3, leading client enroll. All right, notes right here. Oh, by the way, that going through this, I have to finish up all my homework and get that submitted for the fabulous prizes tomorrow. And I highly recommend you do your homework too. Okay, so linked client enroll. That really depends on your personal effort at that point in time, is what I got out of it. So it's an immediate connection right there. So it's happening in the moment, like right now. So whether that be a cold call, a warm client call, or some way, shape, or form, if it's texting via messenger, text, you're in the moment right there, developing the relationship and asking the pertinent questions to find out if your services would be a benefit to that person. So whether that be you get that information from a Facebook Live that you're doing and you give a call to action as of, hey, if you're interested in more information or whatever, send me a private message or get in the comments. And then after you're live, you are like, hey, I'm glad you liked it, this and that and whatever, but building the relationship. So something like that, or like the format we're in right now, a challenge. So if you're running your own challenge, it would be kind of the same thing. Like anybody involved, you're like, hey, thanks a lot for being part of the challenge. Or back in the old times when you could actually do speaking gigs at like venues, whether it be at your local BNI or community center, doing like some sort of community education, or if you're in an auditorium with 35,000 people, okay, that would be like direct connection right there. Then we went to lagging client enroll. So that's like producing content and content creation, whether that be blogs, podcasts, Facebook Lives, that sort of getting your message out there. She said she didn't like it. Me, I personally like it, but that's just me. Now, and I just like producing content. I've already done a Facebook Live today. I did one actually on goal setting and how to crush your goals, like literally 10 minutes before I got on to day number 6 training. So I just like that. And whether other people dig it or not, doesn't matter to me. I like just producing content. And at the worst case, my daughter can watch it when she's like 35 and be like, oh my gosh, my dad was such a smart guy. Just kidding. But lagging client enroll. So you're producing content that may not go for the quick sale right away, but it's there. It may be evergreen, it may not. It may be timely, like the time we're in right now is definitely pretty specific. And whoever watches it would be like, oh, I remember back in 2020, that was whiz bang of a time, that kind of thing. Then, and this is really interesting, and we got into lead client enroll and talking about webinars, and literally what this is building out a funnel with a piece of evergreen content that people can either watch or read or whatever that piece of content is, and getting them to take a specific action, going to whether it's a webinar or a pre-recorded 1-minute video that you do to give more information, to ask for a single bit of information or asking for a decision, like, do you like it or do you don't? And then leading them down a funnel towards and up your value ladder. All right, so buy this PDF document and I'll send it to you right away for $7. Oh, by the way, did you know I also have this virtual mastermind that you can get into for whatever, $20 a month or whatever. I'm making up numbers. But it's leading them down a path of decision making and bringing them up your value ladder. I really like that. I've built out funnels like these before. I've built them out, and it takes a long time and a lot of effort. But the first time I built one out, I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. If you're like me, I was just like, oh, this is what I need to do, so I built it out. So there were so many apps that I needed to connect to each other that it all worked cohesively, that it seemed like it was literally a $10 an hour job, which is taking away from my focus. And I'll get to the what's your time worth in a little bit here. I'm doing $10 an hour jobs, and it just took a long time, but I did get it up and working. And by the way, now I have knowledge on how to build one out. Oh, and then I discovered there's a different way, and there's already companies in place that do this for you. And in the questions, while she was going through this lead client enroll, in the comments, I noticed a whole bunch of the people here said, how do you do this? How do I do this? Well, I'm not, okay. Kajabi is a company that works really well for what we do, which is transformation of information, and it's really good for coaches. It'll give you a website, it builds out your funnels, and it's real simple copy and paste, and it's real good for information. Kajabi, Kajabi. You may want to look into that. Another thing that I've found that works extremely well is ClickFunnels. Check those guys out as well. ClickFunnels, Kajabi, they're already pre-made systems that you don't have to spend a month or all this time creating your own funnel. I'm going to be willing to bet like literally 3/4 of the people that are in this group right now, we got here because James is using either ClickFunnels or Kajabi or something very, very similar to build out his funnel. So just a little, save you some time. It will save you time. And both are pretty much click and paste kind of stuff. You don't need to know how to code anything, so that's cool. Yes, Janie, ClickFunnels. All right. Craig, let's talk about Craig. Man, this guy spoke to me. He was right up my alley with his whole how he views time and putting a dollar amount on your hourly rate. All right. Well, my hourly rate is I'm a $10,000 an hour guy. And here, let's go through hourly rates. I got a sheet. Okay. What are $10 an hour jobs? Running errands, talking to unqualified prospects, cold calling of any variety, doing expense reports, $10 an hour job, cleaning, sorting, $10 an hour, attending meetings, $10 an hour, driving to meetings, $10 an hour, building websites, $10 an hour, organizing and sorting my desk, whatever. $10,000 an hour activities, improving your USP. USP, what is that? Your unique selling proposition. Creating new and better offers. That's a $10,000 an hour activity. Negotiating major deals. Selecting team members. Public speaking, $10,000 an hour. Now, it has changed into virtual coaching, virtual speaking, establishing values and culture for your movement or your organization, $10,000 an hour. Bam. Oh, and then there's $100 an hour and $1,000. Building your sales funnel, that's $1,000 an hour job. All right, anyhow, but you can shop that out to any virtual assistant. Craig and his 5 a.m. club. It might not be for everybody. Yeah, 5 a.m. club is cool, but you know what's better? The 4:30 a.m. club. Love it. Literally, I can get a whole day's work done by 9 a.m. 4:30 a.m. to about 5. I don't touch my phone. I'm doing some sort of exercise, some sort of meditation, some sort of like grounding myself for the day and not being reactive to the day. Oh, it just makes me laser beam focused. So I really enjoy my mornings because I'm up. Nobody else is up. My daughter's going to sleep for like another 5 hours or something like that. I can get massive amounts of work done in that short, condensed, laser beam focused amount of time. But that works for me. He also said that it doesn't matter what time you wake up. It matters what you are able to produce in the time that you are up. So I get it. He also talked about time management. I literally just last week did a podcast on how time management is a lie. Literally just did one. Time management is a lie. You cannot manage time. You can manage your activities within time. You can manage your production within that time. Time, can't manage it. From me and the other guy across the other side of the world in Australia or whatever, we both wake up with the same 24 hours in a day, however that looks like to you. How we use our time is what you can control. You can't control the time itself. But, it's kind of like a aha type deal. Document his time. All right. I love that. I love being accountable to myself and realizing when I'm in those OCD traps of like, oh, hey, I got a message on Facebook. And then the next thing I know, I'm like watching a political post or a cat video or something like that. Buh! Then to reframe myself and get back into a workflow takes like 15 minutes. So that sucks. And being aware of that, like, that's how you get to be more productive, is like, whoa, let's hold the brakes, pump the brakes on this scroll. It's getting away from me. I need to focus on what's important. And focusing on what's important is keeping your eye on the prize and the goals in front of you. And if the goal is big enough, you will have no problem putting down the scroll on your Facebook or Instagram or watching cat videos on YouTube, because it becomes important to you. I really love this one. Tell everybody, whether it's social media or like your friends, family, or what have you, that this thing, my phone, I don't even have a good prop. My phone shuts off at 6 p.m. So if you want to get in touch with me ASAP right now, or gonna have to wait till tomorrow because my time's valuable and I have other things to do, like self-care or meditate or a family to take care of, or you know what, I just pulled the plug on this and me is more important than getting to your message or what have you. So I really like that. And matter of fact, I'm gonna start implementing that. What else? Self-discipline and habits, knowing your worth, documenting your time. Today, all in all, was awesome. Day number 6. It was excellent. I hope I gave a good recap. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and may forever the odds be in your favor. Talk to you soon. Bye.